game. Don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished. Put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet. Yeah, this colossal.
It's week 15 of the National Football League.
And coming up, we'll see DK Metcalf.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Seattle. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence. On play action, Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. And a catch made by his tight end, Luke Farrell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
That good for 22 and a first down. Now Lawrence. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. On second down, a run with Etienne. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Mark it, opposite.
On third down, here's Etienne. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
To throw again on second down, Lawrence. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
His way forward to about the 32. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw on second down. Benson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Back to throw. Benson. Got a man open. It's Chase. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. They're going for it with the option right. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On first down, Vincent. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Vincent. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Lawrence will throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Darrell Taylor, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Here's Jones. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a 1st down. And they'll begin by running the option. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Looking to throw. Vincent. He will find his man Chase complete. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll go option to the short side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That puts a good dent into their 1st down setback. It's a pickup of 16. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. The Seahawks at 9-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. That thing is going to be tough to beat in this one.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So this drive spans 7 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week. And in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Holding offense.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Throwing on first down. Vincent going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 57 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Looking to throw on second down. Vincent, a quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Off the play fake. Vincent. This is the tight end Fant. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Working with a 2nd and 4. They run straight ahead here with Pollard.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying. End zone caught. Touchdown to Seattle. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10. as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back. Thought it will be a loss on the play. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
On 1st and 10, Vincent. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Vincent. This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jamar Chase, 28 yards. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
But CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Hey, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On third down, Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Jones on the return. A great return there of 22 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers?
Absolutely.
They find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And down to the 36-yard line here.
65 yards rushing for him now to this point.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate...
And he will score! Touchdown, Seattle! Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have got it on cruise control. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Lawrence to throw. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. He's hoping to take what has been a good game here and make it a great game. But so far, solid, and we're still in the 3rd quarter.
There's nothing wrong with solid. You want to be that. You want to be reliable. You want to be a guy that puts your team in a position to have a chance to win. And that's what we're seeing from him. And there's also that added element that maybe it can become a little bit more as this game goes on.
He'll try to make it more here on this drive. To throw on 2nd down. Vincent. Open net is Chase, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Operating from the gun, Vincent. And this one's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
He's going to keep this again.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Back to throw. Vincent. And that will be incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
On 4th down, Vincent. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick again.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawks touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Another touchdown through the air for them and for this rookie quarterback at the helm.
He has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. Lawrence. He'll get this off to ETN. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple into the 38. The offense on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So that'll change things a bit. 15 yards added on. Going to put him on the other side of midfield.
And add on a shake of the head defensively because he got caught where his hand wasn't supposed to be. And that cost him 15 yards.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in. It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And some space here. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 101 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout. They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, Most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Seahawks are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Ready to go. On 1st down, right back to ETN. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Going to run again here with Pollard. 109 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 4th down, Vincent. He's got his tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Going right back to Fant. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over.